Well, welcome back, everyone. My name's Alfred. This is part two, or the next part of my revision 33a playthrough. It's just me farting around in the jungle biome. We're just gonna pick up right where we left off last time. Colony's humming along nicely. We should have a flax crop shortly. As I mentioned last time, these beds now require cloth and planks. Now we do start with some cloth, although I've used all the cloth I started with. So, for instance, I won't be able to build this cot until I get some cloth in. I'm just going to take more food. I can only get cloth by spinning this flax into cloth at a textile workshop, which actually should be the next thing I build. Just so I can get one good harvest of flax and then turn that field into, they can grow food crops on that field. So this field, this maximum sized field of flax is, like, each one of these plants produces one cloth. So you can think of each one of these plants representing a bed. There is no way I'm ever going to build, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to build 15 more beds. So after I get a harvest out of that building, I'm going to turn it into food. I don't need any more flax. Where is the, here it is, oh, there are a couple new buildings in 33A. The barracks, the laboratory, and the textile workshop. Only the textile workshop actually does anything. You can build the barracks and the laboratory, but they don't get any modules specific to them, and they don't actually do anything. So I'm not going to bother building them. They're placeholders, right? Eventually stuff will get put into them. So the workbench, the nameless workbench that goes into the textile workshop is the thing that's needed to turn flax, raw flax, into a bolt of cloth. But there's one other cool module that goes in here, the spinning mule, and this thing is humongous. I don't know actually what it... I was going to say I don't actually know what it does, but I do know what it does. It doesn't do anything. Which is to say, like, you can build it, but it's not used in the production of cloth, so right now it has no function. But I'm sure it will eventually, right? So, humming along nicely, still looking for rhyolite, so I can build some stone ovens. That was a perfectly good fish person carcass going to waste. Let's get some exploring going on. Oh man, there's rhyolite here, but it's freaking far away. Not really comfortable with my columns going way the hell out there. Oh. How am I doing for, I'll continue to take 3 of anyone. Three workers. Actually, now that I have a real NCO. Alright. Where should I put you? There we go. I think I'm actually gonna have to go all the way out there to get rhyolite. So I sure hope my colonists like eating coconuts. I haven't seen any of those nice fields of fungus that you sometimes get in the jungle biome. Here's some lumps of giant beetle steak. Yeah, things seem to be humming along nicely. Stew is getting made. Constructions are going up. We are a little bit short in beds, but we're working to remedy that situation. And coconuts are being turned into stew. Oh, found some fungus. Kinda far away from the colony. But what are you gonna do? Oh, there's a man being attacked by a fish man. Soldiers, where are my soldiers? If you guys would kindly help him out. Actually, I'm going to turn off jobs for these guys so they're not busy doing stuff when I need them to be doing soldier stuff. Here we go, militia on the way. Ah, he's messing up my flax crops. So, fish people, like human colonists, have a a morale system. In that they will flee from death, so they take a lot of damage. There can be fish people can rally other fish people, and they're affected by the deaths of their friends. Fish people actually have names. If you look at the logs that are generated each time you play, because the game has to keep track of how much damage they've taken and stuff like that, right? Each fish person actually has a unique name. It's like a fishy, Cthulhu-esque name, which is, amusing, because you will never see it in the course of normal gameplay. Right. Now we don't have any, well, I guess they're replanting the flax. We don't have any flax harvested yet, otherwise we could start making cloth in the textile workshop. Pardon me, just adjusting my microphone there. That is a buttload of coconuts. Should have, actually maybe I'll, well, I was going to say I should farm up some chilies so I can make coconut curry, but as the game stands, there's no advantage. But what the hell, I'm going to make coconut curry anyway. Right, so we've got, see this guy's carrying a bundle of flax. In its harvested form, it's flax straw. Now, I can start making some cloth. And once we have the cloth made, we can finish building these beds we have queued up. Cult activity. I was talking about naughty, tentacled things. So one disadvantage of not giving your soldiers any jobs other than soldiering is that they'll spend a lot of their time being idle. And workers who are not busy doing things, i.e. workers who are idle, will gossip. They'll generally fart around and stuff, but they'll gossip, so they'll talk to other colonists, which can be good and can be bad. I mean, if they talk about a topic and they agree on a lot of things, they'll make friends with each other, which is great for morale. But they'll also spread ideas between each other. And gossip is the primary way eldritch thoughts, eldritch discussions are spread amongst your colony. That's the way more of your colonists become cultists. So I want my soldiers, so this is a bit of a quandary, right? I want my soldiers available to pick up guns and defend the colony from fish people and bandits at a moment's notice, but I don't want them to be idle in all the times they're not fighting, because that means gossip is being spread, which is bad for your colony. I figure as long as... You know what, the primary reason I don't want them doing stuff is because they're like hauling timber from far away, then they'll be far away from the colony. So I'm okay with them doing construction jobs, because that keeps them in town. I'm also okay with them farming. Yeah, so they can do some stuff. But I want them to avoid the jobs that make them walk far away. So, nothing to report so far. You know, maybe I should place some of these landmines. How many of these do I have? One. Okay, I've placed my one landmine. Amusingly, last time there was a bandit raid. Yeah, bandits tried to steal my only landmine. Alright. Here we go. Herbert Cole's right. And that is what a deployed landmine looks like. Supposedly, it is possible for explosive things to blow up other volatile things if they explode near them. I assume that means ammunition. Also, another thing I'm going to say chemists, I think, can produce is gunpowder, which is needed in the production of ammunition and things like that. And maybe fertilizer is also volatile, because it's made from sulfur and stuff. Basically what I'm saying is that explosions can cause other volatile things to explode. That was introduced into the game a couple of revisions ago. I've never seen it happen. That would be cool if cool thing to see, I guess. I definitely don't need more food. I'll take materials and immigrants. How am I doing for colonists? I think I'll take 3 of anyone. Okay, let's get you assigned. I think the next time I have the opportunity, I'll take an overseer, because most of my workers are very fully staffed. Huh. Actually, I forgot about that. The spinning mule needs 2 brass cogs. And I do have 2 brass cogs in stock. One is at the work site. And, one just came with a supply drop I just received. So I was just saved by my own dumb luck. Right, here's a man making cloth, right? He's just spun the flax straw into a bolt of cloth and deliver it back to the stockpile, and then someone's going to take it and finish building like this cot here in the textile workshop. So we've had a flax harvest. We should have a bunch of flax straw in the, yeah. See here, underneath the pistol, there's a number without an icon. This is the art for the flax straw, hasn't been inserted yet, right? Anyway, we have 14 bundles of flax straw, each of which can be made into a bolt of cloth. And again, beds and cots only need 1. I'm definitely not going to build 14 more beds. I'm going to turn this field into a sugarcane field. And this other one is the chili field. I imagine having nothing but coconuts to eat day in and day out would, it's going to start making my colonists a little bit crazy. Right, Lucinda will just ate coconuts. It's alright. Nothing to write home about. Oh, yeah, no pressing problems. Nobody's starving. So, at this point in a playthrough prior to, say, this revision or version 33, I would have suffered many, many more raids. I think. It feels like it feels like the raiding situation has been made a little bit less demanding. Or it's just, you know, like the natural, like the way raids will tend to happen now with the changes in the back end. What to build next? I guess I want to start being able to take advantage of metal. So I'm going to build a ceramics workshop so I can make some bricks. I made this one a boring old square. I know I try to avoid that sort of thing. Oh! I'll get back to you. How many bandits do we have? 3. Yeah, we can handle them, no sweat. Right, so let's get the modules in here, and I'm going to shove a cot in here. So where are these bandits coming from? Maybe I can explore... Okay, so they're coming from south of the colony at my current orientation. So maybe I can explore that way later, and I can ransack their camp. Oh man, this guy's gonna... No! My NCO! Again! I didn't go through NCOs like tissue paper. That's amusing. She stopped firing to pick up the bullets of the NCO she just killed, and died in in the resulting hail of gunfire. Right. My only NCO died, which means once again I have no military leadership. Let's man. Gonna conscript you for now. I can see I've got a fishman raid incoming as well. My same rule applies here. Let's not have them do anything but stand on guard. Alright, I will take that replacement NCO, who will arrive in a day, and fishmen are attacking. It's a raid 5 strong. So maybe I'll go looking for that camp later. Fishmen are coming from the southeast. I mean, I say southeast, but clearly you can rotate these maps anyway, right? So, I mean, cardinal directions are a bit arbitrary. Oh, she is going to eat it. Or maybe not. She'll just do that thing where she flees to the edge of the universe. Or dies right at the edges of town. I really ought to build a graveyard, actually. It's getting to be a lot of corpses. So although gameplay has been made easier, and particularly specifically difficulty is made a little bit easier when you're just starting out your colony, clearly your colony can still face a lot of challenges. Let's clear out some of these shrubs from the graveyard. This man is bringing back her dropped bullets, and this man is bringing back her dropped flesh. Turn you into fish steaks. What's going on with the kitchen? Why isn't anyone cooking? Oh. Well, that's disgusting. Leander Thatch has just hauled that long pork all the way back to the kitchen to make stew. I imagine he spells it S-T-U. this guy appears to be stuck on something. He hasn't moved in a long, long time. And no one's making the spinning mule, which is a bit weird. I don't really want to kill this guy, but I get the feeling he's bugged. Well, I guess I'll just leave him be. He's not hurting anything. I hope. He might actually be preventing the completion of the spinning mule. I believe those things were also known as spinning jennies, which is just a, you know, like a mechanized way of spinning fibers into cloth, I want to say. Alright, I'm going to take an overseer this time. Oh, and there's my replacement NCO. Alright, so, you guys are now under the command of this lady. Got 2 overseers. I'm going to skim off some workers, so I can have some good-sized work crews. There we go. And Alfred. That's my name, by the way. My name is actually Alfred. And this man's name is Alfred. Bronze Smith Hook. Well, I see the our aristocrat capitalist has stopped standing inside the building. These small stone ovens are being constructed. I think we're doing okay. Oh, someone is having a forbidden conversation. I could click on them. Herbert Cole's right. I was just talking about strange non-Euclidean architecture. That's cool. As long as you don't start enjoying that conversation. Someone else was talking about cults. Maybe, get the feeling there's some unapproved gossip going on in the kitchen here. Right, so we can see changing the crop assigned to a field does not immediately uproot the old plants, right? It just means when they're replanted, when the time comes to replant them, they get reseeded with, in this case, sugarcane instead of flax. Oh, it's a snail. I guess I could hunt him for his meat, but I'd really rather not. I've got a fishman corpse in the flax fields. Right, so I think I'll end this one here. Maybe next episode we can look for that bandit camp. Get some of our stuff back. So I'm going to see if I can save this session. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, saving and loading is still a little bit buggy. There's a chance the game might crash out at this point, in which case, unfortunately, that means the save file unfortunately, that means if it saves during the save process, we won't be able to use that save file to load. And the game having crashed means we'll have lost the game. So saving is always a little bit of a gamble. But unless you want to play like 9 hours straight or something, it's not something you can avoid. Hooray! Save successful. Alright, we're going to end this one here. I'll catch you next time. My name is Alfred. Have a good one.